Welcome to Unit 2, Financial Inclusion. Let me start this unit by reading a text by Jacqueline Novogratz, CEO and founder of Acumen, a nonprofit organization. She says, as our world becomes increasingly interconnected, we need to find better solutions that will include everyone in today's opportunities. Did you know that 1.7 billion people lack a bank account around the world? Gender inequality persists with regard to account ownership. However, the good news are that efforts of social and governmental institutions to grant access to financial services has improved dramatically. For example, in South Asia, in the period between 2011 and 2017, financial access increased from 35% to 70%. In this module, we will be studying one of the major goals of social finance, financial inclusion. But what is financial inclusion? According to the World Bank, financial inclusion means that individuals and businesses have access to useful and affordable financial services and products that meet their needs, transaction payments, savings, credit, and insurance, delivered in a responsible and affordable way. Financial inclusion is critical to growth, to poverty reduction, and to income inequality minimization. Let me explain each of these advantages. As I mentioned before, financial inclusion is critical to achieve inclusive growth, which is fundamental for sustainable economic development. Financial inclusion promotes development and generates employment for a vast majority of the population, especially in the rural areas. By giving access to financial services to lower-income people, financial inclusion helps to reduce poverty by facilitating consumption and engaging in economically productive activities. Finally, by easing credit constraints on the poor, financial inclusion minimizes income inequality and improves the allocation of capital. Now that we know all the advantages of financial inclusion on society, we need to ask ourselves, how do we promote it? There are several ways to foster financial inclusion. In this class, we are going to study the case of cooperative and mutual finance. According to Jonathan Michie in Nichols' social finance book, cooperative and mutual finance refers to all member-owned organizations, whether the members are customers, employees, or a mixture of the two. There are 7 principles that all cooperatives share. Number 1 is voluntary and open membership. Second, democratic and member control. Member economic participation, autonomy and independence, education, training, and information. Cooperation among cooperatives, and the least but not the least important is concern for the community. Consistency with these 7 principles means that providing finance to such organizations would meet the definition of social investment. Cooperative and mutual finance institutions differ from other corporate forms in 3 ways. Number 1, ownership. Second, governance and profit distribution. As opposed to their corporate counterparts, members are owners of the cooperative, no private shareholders. Cooperatives are run on a one member, one vote principle, whereas in the shareholder-owned company, the shareholder with greater participation has a greater say in the company's decisions. Last but not least, in theory, members of a cooperative may cash in the value of the company, sharing the proceeds. Now that we know the meaning, principles, and characteristics of cooperative and mutual finance, we may ask, why should we care about it? The reasons are diverse. First of all, cooperatives deliver customer-tailored products and financial services rather than high financial return ones, common in banks. Second of all, the competitive pressure that a strong cooperative sector provides to shareholder-owned banks tend to make those banks more focused on delivering good quality financial products and services. Finally, a more diverse financial services sector is more robust in face of the sort of shocks that the financial sector tends to face from time to time. Now, I invite you to watch the two videos on YouTube. One deals with the definition and relevance of financial inclusion. The other has to do with the Bank of the Poor in India, known as Grameen Bank. While watching the videos, try to find the relationship between what we learn and what you see. For example, would you classify Grameen Bank as a cooperative or mutual finance institution? Why? Why do you think Mohammed Yunus considers credit a human right? How credit changed the lives of Grameen Bank customers? Thank you for your attention. See you in the next unit.